night, afternoon, wherever you are. I decided that it would be prudent and make excuses about equipment or place. Get some better headphones or like a good headset mic combo and stream on the go because I'm always on the move. And let's see, I wanted to share a little bit about the trip I've been on so far. So I'm driving to Las Vegas Hexpo Conference 2022. I'm very excited. I'm almost there, but I started to get a little sleepy and decided it would be best to just relax, take my time. I'm going to just stay the night. I ended up in Flagstaff and it's gorgeous. It's snowing and I was not expecting that at all. So all over the ground and the trees and the cars. So that's very nice. And yeah, very excited. I was able to kind of participate in the packing stream last night with Hex Element and EcoBuild Davin. Balliot brand showed up. A friend of Elements that I forgot his name. I'm sorry. And Crypto Heartbeat was up in there. That was really fun. And I unfortunately had a whole slew of issues with trying to stream. But I wanted to show y'all a couple things that I brought for the drive that I didn't really get to talk about yesterday. So one very crucial Hexpo packing item. Stickers! Stickers! I got all these stickers. Yeah, I got these from the Austin meetup. Really great time. And I've been strategically, sneakily sticking them in places. I have a pulse chain one too. Along the way. I did one at a gas station, and then I was like, well, you know, I feel like those get taken down pretty quick. I don't feel like I see stickers on gas pumps too often. Like people will stick them maybe and then they'll be there for a few days and then they're gone. So I'm trying to think of better places to put them. If you have any ideas or if you have some good ideas, let me know. I know like street signs, stuff like that. I'm sure Vegas is going to be plastered in stickers. Funny double entendre with plastered there in Vegas. Speaking of which, my SciVive quote for this stream is on a piece of paper that I just had in my hot little hands. I also tweeted it. I think that's something I'm going to do every time, is I'm going to go ahead and tweet out the SciVive quote that I'll be talking about and touching on. And yes, we will get to BlockChain. Yeah, we'll get there. So let's just, no, I'm talking about Vegas and SciVive. Let's go in with the quote here. So I specifically chose this quote because Las Vegas, and it seems a lot of people who are already there even already started drinking. It's a big drinking culture kind of place. I'm not a drinker. I'm not sober, but I don't enjoy it really. Very rarely. It may be like really great glass of wine or some champagne on occasion, but it's just not my thing. I'm just not into it. So you all do you, but while you are doing you in Vegas, keep this quote from SciVive in mind. This is from chapter 2. When drinking, account for your diminished capacity. Only cross streets when it's safer than normal. Take less risk. Do less stuff that might result in injury. So there's your Las Vegas Hexpo quote. And so BlockChain. When I first got into crypto, and even I would say even up until recently, now that I understand kind of more about Pulse Chain and what Pulse Chain is and Ethereum and how all these different ecosystems exist and work. I used to think that it was just the blockchain, that it was just one gigantic network of I mean, it is kind of this. It is kind of this in a way, but not exactly. So let's see. It's how to explain blockchain. It's one of the most difficult things, I think, to break down because it is so complex. I was listening to several different, I guess, presentations explaining the blockchain and what it is and how it works. And I will put in the comments, I'll try to remember, or link in the description. I'm new to all this, so doing all that stuff is still kind of, I gotta figure out how all that works. But either way, I will make sure that I link either here, or if you follow me on Twitter, my Twitter handle is @SciVivingSJ. I'll be sure to link that. And so yeah, I'll link the best one that I found that I really liked. But in a very basic way, what I understand now is that there's cryptography, right? Like keeping your things encrypted. Not new technology, not just computer stuff. Like there were encryption, like codes and things before computers existed. And then the database, right? That's holding transactions or ledgers. I'm trying to remember what he compared it to. But Satoshi, who we know as the person or people, maybe multiple people, who created Bitcoin, they were able to take this form of cryptography and this form of data, and I'm probably not really saying that right, this form of data transfer or storage, perhaps, and create a protocol. And again, this is probably not the right word either. Anyone who's been in this longer than I have, or is more technologically minded, I'm sure could explain it a little better. But that's part of my aim and my goal in crypto and being part of this Hex community, is to be able to explain this stuff to the people that have no clue, right? Like, never heard of an NFT, don't know what a Bitcoin is. There's people out there. In fact, I was at the salon, still not heard of an NFT. Because at this point, I'm thinking everyone knows what an NFT is, right? No. So again, it's getting back to trying to explain what the blockchain actually is. I guess the way you could say it was that there was the original blockchain that Bitcoin was created on. And now, so there's blocks of data, and each block has a credit card or a social security card, where this block has my name, date of birth, and then my numeric value, right? My social security number. Or like a dollar bill, right? Then this is kind of comparing it. This is kind of where you get into the Bitcoin dollar comparison in terms of how it works, right? Like a dollar, each dollar has a serial number on it, right? And then let's say your dollar bill has serial number 123, and I'm taking this from what this guy was talking about. And then you're putting it in the bank account, and your bank account is bank account ABC. That transaction it's because there was that serial number on and then there's the bank account number, right? So that happens. So these blocks of data are similar in that they're capturing who or which wallet, which person. Man, it's hard to explain it because there's so much depth to it and so many different layers. So I guess the most simplistic thing, the thing I wanted to get across, is that it's a very intricate network of information, and everything is visible. So every transaction is recorded, and you can see on the blockchain, you're able to see where this transaction started, where it ended, what time it happened. So it's all decentralized. I think all right, looks like I'm losing my connection, so we'll just leave it at. Let me do a little more digging and a little more research on my own so that I can explain it, because I felt like I had a good grasp on it, but then I drove for another, I don't even know, like 5 hours, and now my brain's a little mushy and I'm a little sleepy, and it's time for SJ to hibernate for a little bit. I'll see y'all later.